quick one. So I want to explain some of the commands I'm going to be using. So let's go into it. First, I'm going to be using the help command. Once you type help, it will bring out these three options. The H for help with SQL commands. Once you type this, it will give you extra SQL commands which you can choose from. Basically you can't remember all the commands in SQL, so this is like a quick way to remember some of it. Maybe you want to drop a table, you want to create a restriction on the database who have access to it. Just different SQL commands. This will give it to you. So right here, let me mark it. This will give it to you. Red color, red. This will give it to you. Then the question mark backslash, you have to type it exactly like this. It has to be small letter H. It has to be backslash. Don't use a capital letter. Then the backslash, then question mark for help with psql commands. This will give you psql commands, and this will close the terminal. This will close the terminal. Now it won't give you this, but I just added it here as one of the commands because it's I just added it here as one of the commands because I'm going to be using it, but it won't give you this. It's only going to give you these three. The backslash and L command will give you the list of database. This one right here will give you the list of database. It has to be small letter L, and each time you create a database you can use this to view it. Backslash and L. Now to create a database, what you need is the create, then the database, then the database name. This is the database name, so you can either have it in capital letter or small letter for the database name. They're not coming out well. Or, so if you want to drop the database, you just type drop database, then the database name. Don't forget, you also need to put this semicolon. Always put the semicolon. It's very important. Now to drop a table, all you need to do is just drop it, then type table, then test. Test is the database name. It could be any name. Just choose the name of the table you want to drop, like delete. Put it here and press enter. Now to create a table, for create table, then the table name. This is the table name right here. So you can have any name here. You can have people's list, customer name. So you either have it with a capital letter or small letter, but don't forget you need the opening bracket. This a opening. Then after that, we have an ID name. This is a colon. We are gonna have an ID name. Big serial automatically updates, so each time you add a new data it increases. So if it starts with 1, next time you add another data it increases to 2. If you add as you add more data it increases, so you don't have to always type it, the ID. Not null, that tells the database that this particular semicolon should not be empty. You can't leave it empty. Okay, the not null means that there's going to be a value here. Then we have the primary key. Then we have the first name, then voucher. Now the voucher is used for strings data type. Maybe you're right, basically text. That's what the voucher is used for. Then the 10 right here shows the limit of text that this colon can take or should take. If the text you're typing, maybe the first name is more than 10, you won't be able to type again once you get to 10. Maybe you get to 10, you won't be able to type anything again. So we have a restriction on it. It has to be 10. I also have the same thing here. The last name, the text has to be 10. It could be less than 10, but it's not going to pass 10. The amount of text you're allowed to type here. It could be less than 10, but will not be more than 10. Then we have gender. Then we have date. We're using, this is the data type we're using for date of birth. Using date, this will give us the year and the day and the month. No time. If we use timestamp will give us also the time when the person was born, but nobody really knows the exact time when your mother gave birth to you exactly. I mean, okay, the doctors might know, but later you forget this information. It's not important. You don't need that. But the date will give us the year, the month, the day. Then we have email voucher 20. That depends how long the email is going to be. Then we have age. Maybe you want to know the person's age, like 21, 22. Basically numbers, we use int, all numbers. If we're going to be typing anything that has 3.5, I will have to change this to a float. But your age is normally all numbers, so you're not going to have like 20.1 years old. No, you're not going to have that. It's just going to be an old number. Then the closing bracket is very important. You have to close it back. You can see this is the opening and this is the closing. Then a semicolon. Once you've done this, just type enter. That's if you're using the command line. We're going to be using the command line. I'm going to show you how this works in the command line later. Okay, moving on. Then after creating a table and you want to view it, just type \d, small letter. This will give you a description on the table. If you want more information on the table, you can just type \d, the table name. That'll give you more information. It shows you the data type in the table, the names of the table, and other informations. Now I'm going to show you data types, how they are used. Quick one. Now we have the character. This is string and fixed length. That's the number of characters you want it to hold, like the length of the text can pass 20, can pass 9, just the number of text. We have the voucher, which I showed you earlier, the boolean, the integer, which I use for the age, integer, numeric, no decimals, no, doesn't take any decimals, small int, decimals. Okay, some more data type. Yeah, this the date that I use for the date of birth. It stores year, month, and day value, and because that's what we need. Then we have time that stores hour, minute, and seconds values. Then we have the timestamp, which stores year, month, days, hour, and more. So these are some of the data types, and there are more. Okay, this is the float I was talking about. So right now we're gonna go straight to the terminal. I'm gonna show you how you can open the terminal, where it's located in the folder, and more. Let's go.